Hey guys, what's going on? It's SuperFighterman6 here, and we're having some more fun with Gotham City Imposters today. Um, I just thought I'd make this video because now I have a little bit more knowledge of the game. I have reached max level in the beta. It's only level 25. It's capped at in the beta, but it says in the little thing after that there is 1,000 levels, but I'm thinking that is just going to be divided up into levels of 100 and then 10 prestiges. So it says something about your things are reset after each promotion grade in the tip thing down the bottom. So I'm thinking it's just going to be like 100 levels, 10 prestiges, sort of Call of Duty style, I suppose. But I've reached level 25 in the beta. I've tried out a couple of the different setups that you can do. Out of there's a whole bunch that you can obviously do in this game with so many customizations. I'll talk about why I only have a couple, not haven't done all of them later on. But generally speaking, this is it's a really fun game. It's a game that is focused on fun. A lot of games that just focus on one aspect fall down in a lot of others, which this one does a little bit, I suppose. It falls down in some areas, but the main area where it prides itself on, which is just having fun and just enjoying yourself, playing games the way they should be played, just just to have fun, not go for a crazy KDR or anything like that. Just to have fun is this game really excels in that part. But some of the other parts aren't so good. The customization in this game is really good, especially for a $15 downloadable game. It's just gonna be $15 on PlayStation Store. I'm assuming $15 on Steam, but with Steam sales and stuff, it probably will be less than that. And 1,200 Microsoft points it'll start at, which is I think is pretty good value for a game that of this quality. It has really good graphics. The animations are a little bit obviously not as good as AAA titles, but they're good enough to get you through, and you know what you're doing. You're never in a position where you're like, what just happened, unless some stupid glitch pops up. And the whole overall presentation and just the look and feel of this game is really good. And so here with the customization, you have depending on whether you're Joker or the Batman, you have a cowl or hairstyle, and you have face paint if you're the Joker, and you have torso, arms, hands, legs and feet, I think are the other ones, as well as a cape if you're Batman. And you can edit your bow ties and stuff if you're the Joker, stuff like that. There's a whole bunch that you can do. It's definitely more character customization than I've seen in a lot of games. Probably Brink is another one that has a lot of customization, even though the game of that, like the actual gameplay, isn't so fun, especially in single player. It does also have a lot of customization, just like this game has a whole bunch of customization, as well as upgrade customization. But that's where this game really falls down in terms of the upgrades and the weapons and the attachments. The weapons themselves, they look good and they feel good, and they're all unique. There's no guns that sound the same or look the same or just copies of each other. They're all individual. They're all they all follow the same homemade sort of half-done style of this game, but but they still are all individual and all unique in their own right. But also in terms of the customization of the weapon attachments and the upgrades, they're also good. They also follow the same style. Not only are there red dot sights and suppressors and the center mags, there's also special types of ammo and this thing called the body odor sniffer, where you can see like stink lines coming out of enemies behind walls and stuff like that. There's a lot of quirky things in this game that help to make the overall package. But really, how you unlock these things is sort of a little bit, it's a little bit dampening to the experience. It's not as good as it could be, is what I'm going to say. So with the weapons, we'll start off with the overall picture. With the overall picture, you in terms of the costume, so your outfit, you earn costume coins. which you'll see when, you know, the game ends. You see me get some costume coins, and that's what you spend on getting, you know, different pieces of outfits and stuff. A lot of them, you know, the more crazy ones cost a lot of costume coins, which are going to require you to play a lot of games to get. And, you know, the more basic ones, you know, obviously cost less, stuff like that. It's a really good system for the, you know, for the costumes, and it works really well. So, you know, rewards players with, you know, rare items, those that, you know, play more and go better. And, you know, does the opposite if you just want to go with the normal sort of, you know, bland character, I suppose. You can do that as well, which is pretty good. But in terms of, you know, weapon customization, how the weapons customization and the unlock customization, or the upgrades and stuff, how you unlock those is you get these sort of weapon unlock tokens. So every time you level up, there's, you know, a predefined sort of set of how you get these tokens. So, you know, in one level you might get, you know, a weapon unlock token, and in the next level you might get, I don't know, a weapon attachment token. Next one you might get, you know, an upgrade token. Next one you might get, you know, a perk token. And, you know, in some levels you might get, you know, customizations, or sorry, you know, combinations of the two. Like you might get a weapon unlock and a weapon attachment unlock. But the problem with this system is that, you know, not every level are you going to get stuff, and it doesn't really matter how often you play with the weapon to get the attachments in terms of those weapon attachments. So, you know, I can use, you know, one weapon for the whole game, and, you know, it still doesn't really give me any bonus for that. I can use like one weapon and have a million kills with it, and have 0 kills with another weapon, and just get all the add-ons for the second weapon and none for the first weapon if I want, which, you know, seems, you know, pretty decent on paper. You can choose what you want to do, and if there's, you know, an unlock which you feel will make a worse gun a lot better, then you can, you know, get that while using, you know, a better gun, like a better base gun. But really, it also makes the game fall down a little bit in terms of, you might only get, you know, a weapon attachment unlock every, you know, 3 character levels. So that's 3 full character levels, leveling up 3 times, and then you only end up getting, you know, 1 attachment on 1 gun, which is, you know, sometimes frustrating. I was add in here that you can, you know, you can choose from any of the guns, any of the things, any of the attachments on any gun that you have bought. You know, there's no order that you have to unlock them in or anything like that, which means that you can choose the most useful at the start. But it's still annoying. It's still annoying that, you know, if I have this one gun which I like, and you know, I choose an attachment, and, you know, I don't really like that attachment, you know, it's alright, but it's not, you know, the best, and I want to try another one, I might have to wait, you know, 3 full character levels just to, you know, just to get the next attachment, even though, you know, I'm only using this gun and I'm going really well with it, which is, you know, it's frustrating to have no real control over really which weapons, you know, which weapons you get the unlocks for, and how quickly you can get them, other than just pretty much boosting experience as fast as possible. And you know, I really think this game would benefit a lot from just, you know, going with the Call of Duty or a Battlefield style, you know, weapon rank sort of thing, where the more kills you have with the weapon, the you know, the more unlocks you get and stuff. Or even, you know, a mix of the two. You know, if you get however many kills with the weapon, you get an unlock token, and then you can buy, you know, buy whichever attachment you want, sort of like a Call of Duty point sort of deal, or a find code point from Black Ops sort of thing. But yeah, at the moment it's sort of just a little bit frustrating in terms of that. It's alright with the actual weapons themselves. You know, you get a new weapon every, you know, 2, 3, 4 levels, which isn't too bad. And it's alright with the upgrades. You know, there's only, I suppose the problem with the attachments in general is that, you know, there's 8 attachments for, you know, the assault rifles, you know, less for the shotguns and stuff. There's a whole bunch of attachments, and you only get the same amount of unlocks for attachments as you do for, you know, the only 12 perks in the game. So that's frustrating that you have so many attachments that you can get, and the devs put effort into making it so that you can unlock these things, and you know, you're never gonna be able to experience all of them. You know, you're never ever gonna have, you know, every gun and every attachment for every gun. You know, or at least it doesn't look like you will ever. Like I said, the beta is capped at level 25. Maybe I've got it all wrong with this prestige thing. Maybe there actually is 1,000 levels, but it doesn't seem like it. Doesn't seem like the layout in terms of, you know, or the you know, where the numbers of positions and stuff is fit for 1,000 levels. Like just the number 1,000. Doesn't seem like that's gonna play out. But you know, it might. You know, there might be an opportunity to have every attachment for every weapon, but I really do highly doubt it, which is a little bit annoying. You know, there's always guns and stuff, and there's always attachments, and there's always, you know, body types and stuff, and you just knowing that you're probably not going to be able to experience all of them in, you know, in just your on your character is just, you know, it's annoying. It's annoying. Maybe I want that, you know, that last sniper rifle. Maybe I want that, you know, extra assault rifle, and it is, you know, it's rather frustrating to not be able to get that. But you know, enough of that. In terms of, as I said, that system still does work well, you know, very well with, you know, the weapons themselves and the upgrade, and you know, this, what they're called, the support items that, you know, you can see in this gameplay. I'm using the roller skates. You know, you can get, you know, hang gliders and grapple guns and stuff like that, and you know, those work really well because you know, you get a new one every 2 to 3 levels. But just because of the, you know, vast number of attachments, it's you know, it's annoying that you don't get more. You know, at least one a level would be good. Well, I think it would be better in the current system. But you know, enough of that. Enough of, you know, negativeness about this game, because it is still pretty fun. And for, you know, it's only a $15 download. I think that it's still, you know, it's still worth the worth it. You know, it's fun. You're gonna get, you know, hours of playtime out of it. You know, it's very fast paced. It's got, you know, a lot of points, a lot of stuff popping up, and it does have a lot of things that, you know, you're not gonna even know what's going on. Like sometimes, you know, you might be end level and then something does something. You're like, oh, I didn't even know that you could do that, or something like that. It's just that sort of game that has so many variables and so many different, you know, sort of combinations of gear and equipment and body sizes and weapons and all these extra gadgets and stuff. So, you know, combinations will continuously pop up of, you know, things that you never thought of that work really well, and things that you might think are going to be really good and don't work out so well. But in terms of, you know, the overall game, it's pretty fun. In its, obviously, its most basic form, it's a first-person shooter. It is just running around shooting people, or people dressed as bats, or people dressed as, you know, jokers and stuff. But it is at its heart just running around shooting people. But the running around part is much funner. And you see a lot in this gameplay. You know, I'm jumping on mini trampolines and, you know, sprinting around with my rollerblades and stuff like that. You might be able to see other people grappling and gliding and sort of all those crazy things that happen in this game. And you know, the overall game is really fun. Also, you know, the other out of game elements other than the upgrades are also really awesome. You know, there's a whole bunch of challenges that you can unlock, which I really like. There's a whole bunch of, you know, little extra things. There's a lot of costumes that are unlockable. But I think this game is hampered by, you know, by the stiff unlock system and the slow unlock system that is put into this. As you can see there, I have, you know, heaps of completed feats, heaps of, you know, challenges and stuff. There's sort of those stamps up the top, which are like, you know, Call of Duty accolades, I suppose. Like, I'm just using Call of Duty analogies because those are the ones that people will probably know the most about. You know, it has a good overall style. It's a fun game. Definitely go into www.gothamcityimposters.com and just look it up. Look up the game. At least sign up for the beta. You know, it might take a few days to get your code. You might not get a code, but definitely worth a shot. And you know, if you're interested, go buy the game. It's only $15. It's not going to be, you know, your whole week's paycheck taken out in just, you know, one game that doesn't quite work. You know, it's only 15 bucks. And yeah, I think this game is coming out February sometime. They pushed back the release date a few times, but I will probably keep you posted on that. And please, if you like the video, and favorite, comment, subscribe, whatever you normally do to show support. Even watching the video though is a huge help to me, and I will see you guys later. Thanks.